What's going on, YouTube? If you're new here, my name's Abel, and I give you my insight on everyday problems that are just overall really freaking troubling, and that also troubles me. So I go through them and I'll help you out in whichever way I possibly could. So the most helpful thing you can do for me is just subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, make sure to leave a like and also leave a comment what the type of videos I should do. Maybe you have a request for me, whatever it is. I really love to see my videos just overall benefiting you guys out there. So stay blessed and get into the video. Find a good hobby. It's way more important than you think. First off, I'm gonna say this right now, however important you think they are much more important than that, because to be so for real, I was probably like you couple years ago. Back then I used to think, oh, well, hobbies, I got this and that, I played this sport, I played that instrument. It's not that much. And I had good hobbies, I also had some bad ones, which I had to remove. But I had good hobbies, and I still do to this day, which I hold more higher up in my brain, the hierarchy of important things. Now, most specifically, I had things related to music and fitness, and these hobbies, I didn't think much of them at the time, but these things really built my character. And overall, through time, I realized, hold on, these things have helped me so much. I'm living in a prayer that I prayed about 2 years ago, all because I decided to gain these hobbies, and God gave me these opportunities and these hobbies and these different things that I overall just gained in my life because I chose to do these things. I was given that opportunity and I took it. Do not hold these of a low value at all, because having anything outside of like regular school and curriculum and focus in your life is absolutely amazing. It doesn't matter what that hobby may be. If it's a good thing and it's helping you out and you're cut out for it, say less. You got a whole future ahead of you with just that thing. Anything could become a business these days. First thing I want you to do is just discover if you even have any, because most people these days don't even have hobbies. If you don't express any current interests in your life, then I'm gonna need you to find some quickly. And what you might think is not a hobby is probably a hobby, but it might just be a bad thing. Deep down, I know you feel that thing is harming you pretty freaking bad. Because if you do have a hobby, it's most likely harmful. Lustful, livid, idleness, etc. Whatever it may be, if it's harming you, I need you to cut that off. If you want to focus on these good hobbies that actually help build your mind, your character, your spirit, whatever it may be. If you don't have any, I want you to literally just pause this video just for 1 second. Go get you a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen, whatever it may be. Pause this video and write down 3 things that you want to learn in the future. Maybe short term, long term, whatever it may be. Write down any 3 things that you want to learn. And once you're done, you can pick any of them to do first. Once you've learned that skill, you have your skills ready. You have 2 skills set to the side that you can learn later, but you've already learned your skill. Whether it be a small one or a big one, over time, you can write down the rest of these steps of this video. But right now, I want you to just go focus on that one thing, because having that discipline on that one thing is going to lead you more character, as well as just learning a hobby in general is going to build you more character and more discipline, which is just one of the many benefits. So now, obviously, now you have something that both benefits you and guarantees you some sort of future with it. So the second thing you're going to do, and probably my most favorite part, is spend most of your time using that knowledge. So actually gaining experience points or experience before ever spreading that information to other people, let it be your friends or the public, whatever it may be. I want you to use it first, because if people say, how do you know, you're gonna be stuck there and think, oh, well,
I saw this guy on YouTube do it, so...
Believe me, my source, just trust me, bro. And you don't want that to be happening when you're talking to somebody. They're not gonna believe you. So you want to go ahead and actually live your life through that view, through that lens. Really go through the steps of learning that hobby, living that hobby, and seeing through that hobby, seeing what can I tell people about this? What can I show people about it? You want to really show people that you have experience. Kind of like in a video game, where anytime you do something in Minecraft, for example, you get experience. If you jump in the water, let me make a boat. When you cut some wood, I can make this, that, this, or that. Don't matter what it is, you gain experience in most of the things, because maybe sometimes it might not even be cut out for you, because you thought you wanted to learn it, and then when you got into it, maybe it's like a sport or something, soccer or baseball. Heck no, I don't want to learn this no more. Sure, you're not cut out for it, and that's totally fine, and you can pick those other 2, and that's when they come into play, which is all circling back to having something to show for your info being the best thing that you can do, because people may never see the months and months of work that you did for that info, for that showing, for that knowledge, for whatever you have, for everything that you learned and picked up along the process, those things that you really love and hold close to your heart. But they will see the results once you do it. They will see the success. They'll be like, oh, how'd you do it? And you just tell them, look, I went from a hobby to work to a business to fun and enjoying stuff, and it leads to so many bigger things. Because I promise you, you think that a hobby is just something fun that you do, whether it be pleasure or learning or whatever it may be, but that thing is so important in your life, and you have to hold that close to your heart. Because at the end of the day, having something that you like to do all the time, every day, after relaxing, after working, that's just like a one-way ticket going straight up the success ladder, using it for better interests. Now, if it be something like video games or watching lustful things or going out to parties or drinking or smoking, all those things are going to lead you down the path of unsuccessfulness. Now you see all these big people, you're like, hold on. I see freaking these boxers, I see all these successful people, they're going out partying, like these soccer players going out partying, these young dudes going out and drinking and having fun with the ladies, and wait, calm down. Because you know darn well they didn't grow their success from that. And if you think that you're living your life and you're not a soccer player and you're not a musician and you're not some famous person, a celebrity, but you're still going out and partying and drinking, and you know what? Let's spend the money on the bills, on the drinks for tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, it's not helping you. So to be completely clear and transparent, whether you take offense or not, you cannot keep on doing these things if it's going to stop your input on more important stuff like those hobbies, which will eventually become the source of your success. Now, all of these things will lead after one another, and if you keep on looking at these things in an important, more valuable way, you'll see when many people come up to you and say, dang, how'd you do it? My hobby, butter. And you give them a $100 course on school.com. Show them how.
$100 a month. Thank you very much.
But that's about it for me. So I'm gonna keep it a buck at that. That was a really fun video. Really very short video though. I really wanted to talk about this because I see a lot of people, they have different things they're doing. They're all around the space, but they don't have one thing to really focus on. So when I tell y'all this with full seriousness, and I can show you, when you preach, you teach, you show people your evidence, my evidence. You know what? Let's turn the camera around here. Whole bunch of papers. We got the papers across. Yep, right in there. Yeah, and there's basically a whole bunch of schedules, a whole bunch of plans, a whole bunch of video making stuff. I just put it up with tape and I get straight to the work. But I'm starting from ground one. If you already got a couple advantages, right on your computer, do this and that, everywhere. No matter what, just make sure to focus on your work, focus on yourself and your hobbies. Make sure they are good and valuable things, because your time is valuable. Everything that you have in this life is valuable, because you will lose everything in this life. You cannot take anything with you besides yourself. Make sure you have some good things going on. You don't waste your time doing other things. You find some good hobbies for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We are on the road for 200 subscribers. I will see y'all on the next one. Much love.